What's good, people? Oklahoma back at it again. I'm actually driving right across Route 100 right now, and if you didn't know in the news, Bianca Roberson, she was an 18-year-old high school senior graduate, got killed in a road rage incident just right up the road back there. Now they caught the guy. Well, he turned himself in last night. Dave Desper, or whatever his name. I might be getting. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong. I'll put a link to an article in the box. But they were both. Route 100 merges onto Route 202, and I guess they were both merging. And he pulled out his gun and shot her in the head. She crashed into a tree, and for some reason, I guess it took a couple of days. I guess they thought that the trash killed her. And I guess when they did the autopsy, that they looked and they seen a bullet hole in her head, which is, I don't know how close they were, but it's pretty accurate if he driving and shot somebody like that. It's kind of strange. He was a licensed gun owner. And you can't be a licensed gun owner and fall victim to road rage. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to use your licensed gun owner to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Most times in accidents, like the one he was talking about, like the one that Dave was and Bianca were in, that wasn't life threatening to him. You know what I mean? Unless, even if you try to cut him off, most of the time you're not going to die from that. You know what I mean? So just shooting somebody, and they even tell officers not to shoot outside their moving vehicles. So this jerk went and did that. It's a shame, man. She was going to college in Florida. I want to say Jacksonville State or something like that. It's terrible. And you know what? I seen Tariq Nasheed tweet about it and say suspected white supremacists. Come on. Excuse me. Excuse me. But, the community out here, West Goshen, Westchester area, everybody came together on this. No matter what color they were, everybody was appalled that somebody would do this to somebody. You know what I mean? Everybody, no matter what color they were. Like I go through the Facebook posts, and everybody was outraged over it, whether they're black, white, yellow, or Hispanic, or whatever. This guy, I think he was from Trainer, Pennsylvania, which is out in Delaware County. I don't know what he was doing out this way, but you know what I mean. Counties are different in Pennsylvania for people from, you know what I mean. So Delaware County is definitely different than Chester County, believe me. But Delaware County is closer to Philadelphia. But I'm not gonna say it was racially driven. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. You never know until the facts come out, until he gives a statement or whatever. But it's a shame. You got to be more responsible if you're a gun owner. You know what I mean? Because that almost seems like he was ready to shoot. You know what I mean? I guess if he had the gun right here, you know what I'm saying, and you're jostling for position, how quick are you to pull your gun out and do that? Unless you're thinking about doing it anyway. It's kind of strange. And they found his truck in Glen Mills, and they found his gun in his bedroom. So I don't know what was going on. He just kept the gun and went. You know what I mean? It took him a couple days to turn himself in. You know what I mean? There was like a quasi manhunt for this guy. And I don't know. I always, you know me. I'm always screaming false flags. I don't know. I just think it's, you know what I mean? I know some people are good shots, but man, he was ready. He seemed like he was ready to pull that, because, you know what I mean? If you're having a merge battle with somebody on the road, you know what I mean? how quick and how ready it is. Unless he had his gun sitting there, you never know. I don't know. Anyway, I want to rest in peace to Bianca. She's having a funeral Friday. It's sad. There ain't nothing you can say. You know what I mean? We have to be better people as a whole. Things like that should never happen in society. You know what I mean? It's a shame. Anyway, let's talk about Hotep.